Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Okay, ready?
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Eagles are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down now, it's Potter, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 2nd down, it's Potter, and he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down now, it's Potter, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
This is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On first down, Potter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Back in 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, it's Potter, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Lions! Happy Lions! Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hold the ready. Cowboy 80.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 25. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Ready.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run on first down. Potter down to about the 22 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. They'll throw now on the final play. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
So we've come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
60 action.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
18, right in.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Hurts to throw. Caught on the slant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White.
And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Bradley Chubb showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
They go play action with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 37.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, it's Potter, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion, Hill. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You taking care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Buffalo 18. 79 Brady.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
In motion, Hill. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Roll!
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sanders toss left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Come on. Hey!
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-2.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snaps.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers.